Welcome back to consecutive day 1061 of a Diary of a Runpreneur, and today's topic is the cost of living crisis and how it's real. So please do give this a subscribe, share, like and comment, as the more people we get in front of, the more money we raise on my fundraising mission to save the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultramarathon. All the information about the challenge, how you can get involved, is in the link in the comments below. Thank you as always, and let's get started. So, consecutive day 1061 of a Diary of a Runpreneur, and today's episode I want to talk to you about the cost of living crisis over here in the United Kingdom, and it's real. And I think the biggest problem that we face as humanity, if you like, is that we all live in our own little bubble, and that's a good thing in some respects, but it's also a bad thing, and it can kind of cover up what's potentially happening out there. Now, each and every one of us have problems. Believe it or not, some people have problems of having no money. Some people have health problems. Some people have relationship problems. And some people, bizarrely, you wouldn't believe it, but have the problem of having too much money. As crazy as it sounds. And all these problems are relative to the individual at hand. But we all have problems. I think that's a fact of life. But today I was working from a cafe that I often work from, and I always like going to cafes because you get to know people, you get to make friends with people, you chat to people. It breaks up your working day, gives you a bit of kind of background to when you're working. I'm fortunate enough to be able to work from anywhere, any place with a internet signal, and even when I haven't got an internet signal, I can usually tether from my phone, so I'm pretty flexible in my working patterns. And it was just interesting today because there were people that I was speaking to that were kind of opening up about the cost of living crisis and how, you know, their energy bills have gone up to nearly £500 a month, and they don't have £500 in their account, and that energy bill is going to be coming out within the next few days, and they were stressing about what to do, didn't have money for food shops. And it's been well documented about these financial issues that the British public are facing at present, but we all kind of live within our own bubbles and we're protected to it unless we're going through that. And it was really quite eye-opening because cost of living and energy bill related issues and news propaganda really was kind of coming out months ago. And then time goes past, you kind of have this assumption that things are getting better for people, but they're not. They're actually getting worse, and it's really scary seeing these individuals that are struggling at that level, and it's quite concerning really. And there was lots of kind of thoughts that went through my mind. One of the most important things that went through my mind was how the lack of money education that we have as a population, and this is something that I've been studying for years and years and years, but I've only really kind of got my own financial situation under control of relatively recent times. But it's just scary when you kind of see some of the financial positions that people live in, the stress, the anguish, the anxiety that they kind of live within when they're going through these financial challenges. And it's kind of spurred me on to want to help people as much as I can with some simple kind of financial literacy that I've learned over years and adopted that has been absolutely game-changing to my life. And I've been in situations where I've been, a few days away from bankruptcy at times, but I've managed to get a lucky break, or I've grafted my way out of a situation. And but I'm now in a position where I'm in a much more stable financial position, and as I grow and as things kind of moves in the business now, my position generally gets stronger as each day and each month, because I have a money system in place now where my money kind of works for me. And the thought process is that I want to kind of offer this service out to people, certainly from my philanthropic aspect, but also if I'm going to grow and scale it, it could be a viable business as well. Now, I want there to be a philanthropic arm to it, because a lot of people who generally need the help don't have the money to pay for such a service. So I want to be in a position where I can offer support to those to genuinely help people in need, especially when there's children at hand and involved, which it ultimately fits with what Runpreneur is about. But I think for the masses, I think it could be a way that could take people who are financially okay to financially great, and I think and also people who are really financially struggling to financial stability. So I'm just going past some people, so if you just bear with me a second. Oh yeah. Oh. That's the joys of dogs. It doesn't help when I'm wearing bright orange, to be fair. But anyway, yeah, so I think there's kind of two arms to this model. I think it could do great things from my philanthropic ambitions, but it also could be a viable business proposition for others. But yeah, it just dawned on me how, you know, we come through a institutionalized environment of education, and we're kind of pushed into this herd mentality of going through education, learning a vast majority of stuff which isn't really useful in life. We don't learn a lot of life skills. We come out of education with debt. We get out in more debt when we buy houses, and then get in more debt when we get married and take on big weddings, costs of these things. We go on lots of holidays, all these types of things, but we're just embedding ourselves more and more into kind of a world of financial struggle. And just with a few simple disciplines and a few that we operate on a consistent basis, no matter what age you are, whatever position you're in, can make a monumental difference when you kind of leverage the power of compounding over time. And that's what it is. And I'm going to leave that there today, so I'm going to do a lot more conversations on this in the future, because it's something I'm really passionate about. The moral to the story today is the cost of living crisis in the UK is real. There's a lot of people going through that, and I just got this real passion to try and help people in need today. And I'm not saying that I'm the best at this in it by any stretch, but I think if I could just help a small number of people, that could be an amazing feeling, seeing the impact it's had on my life having the same impact on others. So most of the story is start learning about this stuff, because as much as people don't like to talk about money, it's such an important part of so many people's lives. And the better we get at understanding it, the less of a problem it becomes in controlling our lives and actually letting us be free to enjoy life as we should. So that's it for me today. Any questions or comments, drop me a line. I'll respond to everyone. Do remember to give this a subscribe, share, like and comment, as the more people we get in front of, the more money we raise on my fundraising mission to save the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultra marathon. All the information about the challenge taken, get involved, is in the link in the comments below. Thank you as always. Stay positive, stay happy, and I'll see you again tomorrow.